The first time I got introduced to Elton John was through goddamn singing gnomes. Like, I don't remember anything past that, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
I don't. What? When was this your first time? Did your parents put it on the car?
I don't know.
While you were driving to your aunt's or something?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
I don't know. My parents were practically made in the 70s, but like, I don't know. Yeah. Your parents are old.
Not as old as yours, but whatever.
Okay, well.
Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to the Charming Analysis podcast. I'm Mari.
G.
And today, we decided to do something a little bit different. Jay brought up the idea, hey,
let's just watch a movie because we haven't watched a fucking movie in a long time, you know?
Yeah, and also, he picked out a movie I didn't think I was going to expect to see in a long time, but we decided...
it was coming.
I knew it was eventually coming, I just didn't think it would be so soon.
Yeah.
But we decided to watch Rocketman.
Yeah.
The Elton John film biography, basically.
It's a biopic.
Whatever. You don't want to talk about. Anyway, so why don't you explain a little bit what Rocketman is, honey, just for people that don't know.
This is a musical biopic about the early years of Elton John making it big in his home country and America.
In his prime.
Yes, in his prime. I guess, whatever I don't know if he calls it his prime, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's insensitive to call it his prime because focused a lot more on the
early years.
It focused a lot more on his struggles than in his music.
Yeah.
Which is cool. That's the story he wanted to tell. But, like, you know, it's cool. It's cool. I wanted to see it for a long... I wanted to see it since it came out. I just never got the chance to.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, basically, we're probably going to do this review a little bit differently because it's technically a filmography instead of like an animated thing. So this podcast is going to be going a little bit differently, just a heads up, because I wasn't expecting to do this, so I couldn't really like plan out how I was going to say stuff. But we're just going to go right into it. So what was your thoughts on this movie? You get to go first, because you...
What was my thoughts? Okay, so it focuses a lot more on the person than the music, which music already speaks for itself, since it's fucking Elton John, so I don't think, like, you know, it's lacking on anything like that. He was the one who wanted this version of the movie to come out, and he was like, you know, it's his vision, it's his life. I can't judge anything about that, and it is a really, really, really good. It's a really, really good movie. It took a really, really good direction. For me, there is an aspect from it being good to great that I'm kind of like, you know, I haven't gotten to that like full like scale yet, because there's really like, it's really, really good with like scenes in it that really are like awe-inspiring and such. Is it a great movie all throughout? No, it's because of the fact that like there are things in there that are like cliched to have in like, you know, all these like I would say movies about people going making it big and all that stuff, whether it's actors or musicians or anyone of the sort. And when in biopics and in fictional stories that just like cliches that I don't really care for, but they're small, they're still there though. I thought it was good overall. It was just, I don't know. I could have watched it probably with a slower pace, honestly. Like, I could have, like, I guess I could have wanted it to be, like, if they wanted to make it more of a personal story, I wouldn't have minded going really personal. It just seemed like it skimmed by on a lot of it just kind of skimmed by on a lot of the stuff that like he, I guess, wanted to tell, I guess, with him writing music and stuff like that. But like I'm nervous to say something like that because he approved it and this is his life and I don't have the right to judge anything like that. Same. I just could have used a lot more of it. I could have used more of those like sporadical musical numbers because it seems like it happened a lot in the first act but not the second act. And I don't know if it was just like, well, we don't have as much songs to put in the second act because he's, I guess, struggling at this point.
Yeah.
But it kind of affected the experience for me a little bit watching the movie. I could have used a lot more of that. If the movie was more like that, I would have been fine. Like the scene, those little daydream sequences that he was having are just fucking phenomenal. And those are the scenes that I'm gonna remember from this movie. Where he's fucking on the like the piano for the first time. He goes to America, like he lifts his, like they do more, I guess, like they take like a moment from his life that you see at the end of credits, like where he's like jumping on the piano when his legs are in the air, and they amplify that moment to where his legs are in the air, he's floating, and then the whole audience comes and floats with him, and I wanted like more surreal shit like that. Like it seems like, especially for a weird fucking character like Elton John, but like I wanted more shit like that. It just was like, oh, normal drama, which I'm like, it could have been more than just a normal biopic drama.
But if it's his life, then that you kind of...
It is his life. I'm just saying, I wish I could have gotten more of his moments. I wish I could have gotten more of those moments.
Yeah.
You know?
Personally, to me, at first, before I watched this, I thought this was just going to be like someone talking about it. Like
what,
just
a documentary?
Like a documentary kind of thing? No, that's what I thought this was originally going to be.
I know that it wasn't, because it's like, it's movie land.
But let me finish.
You can't make things that boring in movie land.
I'm just saying, like, that's what I thought it was going to be at first, mm-hmm. But then after watching it...
You were like the first fucking musical. You thought it was going to be that whole, like, therapy scene.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like that for the whole movie, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I literally thought it was going to be that for the whole movie. But this actually went beyond my expectations.
And then when it went La La Land on us.
Yeah.
I've never seen La La Land, by the way.
I haven't seen it either, but...
We'll watch La La Land someday.
Yeah, but I will say this, though. It actually went beyond my expectations. I thought it turned out fucking great. I wasn't expecting it to... I'm gonna be honest.
I wasn't reference to this movie.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
But I'm happy I got to watch it, though. I at least got to watch, like, his life and stuff. And this makes me want to fucking go find his music and put it on my fucking playlist now.
Yeah.
So...
But you didn't have it already? I'm sure you've heard his songs. You've heard it in passing, but we're the... What generation are we in?
Gen Z right now.
We're the Gen Z generation. Which Ollie is just looking back on nostalgia. But we weren't born in the fucking...
But I will admit,
80s.
though, his music is honestly really fucking great. And I liked the person that played Elton John in this. I thought that was also nice that...
Ford.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him in Sing. Yes. Like, can you look it up?
No, he's not in Sing. How many times do I have to tell you? He's not Sing.
Isn't he the gorilla in Sing?
What?
Look up the gorilla and Sing.
No, I don't think he...
Look it up.
He was in Kingsman. So I that's where I recognize him. As a fucking film addict, that's where I recognize him from. You see...
I think he is.
If I'm wrong, then I will be fucking sad.
And I'll be like, I fucking told you.
I will be so sad. Cast. I'm just gonna put cast. Sing film cast. Wow, you were right.
I fucking told you!
Right.
I fucking told you!
Right.
That's how I recognized his name. I was like, that's the same guy that played Johnny in Sing.
Why did I... Okay, wait. Am I getting it mixed up with Sing too? Because I swear to God... Did I? No, I couldn't have gotten it mixed up with Sing too. Sing 2. Because I swear, it was like... Okay, he came back for the sequel.
I told you!
For some reason, I don't know where I got this. Where did they... Okay, I gotta look at the casting, because I swear to God, I thought that the actor who played that fucking gorilla was black. I don't know.
Jay!
No, I'm serious. I thought...
Also, Jay, here's the other thing that made me realize it was him. Same guy saying I'm still standing. In this movie and in Sing. Same fucking person, same song.
But singing like Elton John isn't like the most difficult thing in the world to do. So I'm just
I know, I'm just saying, you know?
I know.
Like
it's like singing like Elvis, you know? You could find somebody, a dozen of those people who can sound like that. So I'm just like saying, I didn't know that he like portrayed him so like thoroughly as a fucking gorilla.
Oh my gosh.
He did it in voice form and he did it in acting form.
Which I'm actually impressed.
Yeah, what else did this motherfucker do? Because I only know him from Kingsman and Sing. But...
Okay, so another thing I do want to ask about this, since this is based on a person, we're not going to go into too deep about, you know, the direction of it when it comes to like how he wanted to do it, because that's his vision. We don't really have a say on it.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was the actor's vision as well.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
he's Welsh, by the way.
That's cool. Anyway, what did you think of how... Do you feel like the guy that played him did a good job of representing Elton John?
Mari.
I'm just asking your opinion.
Elton literally picked him to be his protege. I don't think you can get him any better than that.
I know. I was just asking.
He literally picked him. Like he picked him, and I'm sure like he auditioned, but Elton picked him. That was his.
I know. I was just asking. I was just curious about your opinion on it. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out like a way to like explain this stuff.
He did a really great acting job. He fucking nailed that fucking performance. Like not just as like Elton John, but just as an actor.
Yeah.
Who was like, you know, I don't know. I believed every fucking word that came out. I was like, wow, that is Elton John on the screen. That is not an actor playing Elton John. That is Elton John.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it! And I don't think he won an Academy for this.
If he didn't, I'm gonna be like fucking blasphemy.
When did I think
Rocketman
Rhapsody got like a nomination, and it was like it's considered like probably one of the worst like edited movies
really
like, of the past like couple of years, and like it got nominated for Oscar. I'm looking to see if Rocketman got nominated for anything.
I feel like it should, because
I'm gonna see.
If it didn't, I'm gonna be like, fuck that. This thing should have got a fucking Academy Award. Like, it was great. Like, I'm impressed with how well this movie is.
Okay, it didn't get one. It got a fucking Golden Globe. Okay,
that's still something, though.
Fuck off. That ain't gonna do.
I consider that something.
But he didn't win, though. It went to Andrew Garfield, which is fine. We haven't seen Andrew Garfield yet, so, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, so another thing I do want to ask.
Also, look at this,
What?
Also, look at... He did win Best Song. Look at this, look at Elton John with his, fucking... That's what he wore to the Oscars.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Anyway, so what's something in this movie that you felt had a good impact on you? Like, what's something that you could feel the impact of when it came to this movie? To me, I thought it was
when telling the struggles of being a gay man in the 70s, because it's hard to find people to, like, I guess, feel loved, I guess.
And I can agree with that as well. Like, I personally feel like, I personally feel that as well. Like, I feel like it was a struggle for a lot of people. Like, I personally wasn't born in the 70s, so I can't speak from experience, but...
Well, we were born in much more easier times. Imagine what it would be like in that time, not being able to...
Love who you want to love.
Well, yeah, but not... not being able to actually just come out in general. Like,
That
not
too.
being able to do anything like that. I'm sure he didn't, like, even open about himself until, like, probably maybe a decade ago, which is, like, sad. Fucking sad.
Like, a lot of people in that time couldn't really express themselves. But I'm happy that, he gets to be himself now.
Like, I'm gonna look at this.
I wish he could have been himself sooner, but I am happy for him now.
Yeah, but we would probably not. Like,
It'd probably be a lot different.
yeah.
But yeah,
And then, like, he had to marry someone just to keep appearances. It's like, you can go into so many politics of, like, I guess how, like, people back in the day didn't have as many rights and were outcast a lot more, but,
yeah.
like, you know.
Please try not to mumble, honey. We're trying to get the thing.
I know, but, like, I just,
I get what you mean, though.
It was, like, that was the most probably impactful thing.
To me, I can agree. I honestly agree with you on that. Like, I feel like they accurately represented what it was like for people to go through that, especially him, because I just liked that we actually get to see how he was portrayed and stuff in the movie, and I'm happy that we get to see more about him, because I never knew about him until this movie. So I actually liked learning about him. I thought it was interesting. And I would definitely watch this movie again. Would you watch this movie again? Because I definitely fucking would.
I would.
And, like, this movie is 2 hours. Just a heads up, guys. Mm-hmm. So, it's a movie, you're going to be there for a while. But to me, it didn't feel like 2 hours. I thought this was going to drag, but it really didn't. Like, it legit went by pretty fucking quick. I was surprised how quick it went by. Mm-hmm. So I guess since we're not really judging it based on, like, animation and stuff like that, last thing I'll talk about, and then if you have any final...
He didn't come out until 1992.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just like...
That's like a couple years before I was born. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, oh my god.
Anyway, last thing I'll talk about, and then we can give our final thoughts, and then we'll just give our rating, because it's one of those things you kind of have to see for yourself, in my opinion, to get your own opinion of, and stuff like that. But what did you at least think of how they shot the film? Do you feel like the cinematography was great?
Man. It's fucking gorgeous. Like, I give so many props to, like, I give so many props to, like, more to the people directing the movie for some reason. I give so many props to the cinematographers, the costume designers, the sound directors. Like, I give so many more props to them than I do, like, probably actors or, producers or anything like that. Because just, like, holy shit. It's so fucking great when you can get those details down. And it's just, like... Oh my god. But did you want to know what scenes I was relating to make me watch this movie?
Yes.
So I was relating to the scenes, before I watched this. I was like, oh, I saw something about, I wanted to see this movie for a while, but I was kind of putting it on the back burner. I was like, I'll watch it in 5 years, something like that. And then, like, I saw, like, it's always those type of scenes that always, for some reason, I don't cry at. I just think, how are you going to play this out when... I won't give anything away, but the pool scene, I saw that, like, individually by itself. And for some reason, it just kind of, like, it gravitated me towards how much of not downer that felt like. That it was just, like, shot, like, really fucking beautifully.
And so, I can agree with you on that
one. I looked it up, by the way. He actually did do that scene underwater. He was singing underwater.
How the fuck do you actually do that?
He was singing underwater, and, like, it was just, like, oh my god. It was just the technique of how you do that is just so fucking great. And I was just like, this is so beautifully shot. I hope the rest of the movie is like this. And that's what got me to, like, sit down and actually watch it.
I was actually impressed with the cinematography in this. Like, I wasn't expecting the cinematography to be that fucking great either. But I don't know why that's what my expectations were. But, like, at the same time, I'm glad that they took it in that direction. Like, I thought it was great. Like, I liked it. Mm-hmm. I thought that was well shot. They did very good shots with it. I was very impressed with this. So one scene that I will say, though, that I was kind of surprised, like, I was also just kind of surprised in general of just, like, his parents. I feel like he went through a lot of shit with his parents, and I feel fucking bad for that man. Like, like, that's honestly kind of just sad that he went through the shit he did. But I'm happy he's in a better place now, and I also, like, during the credits, it actually shows that he actually found love after 25 years, and he actually has 2 kids, which I didn't even know either. I was like, damn, that's fucking incredible, man. And the dude's like 75. Like, he's a fucking living legend. Like, whoever gets to work with him in songs nowadays has got to be some of the luckiest people I've ever seen.
What are you talking about? He still works with that guy.
I know, I'm just saying. Like, I would definitely want to meet this man. Would you? Mm-hmm. Because he sounds like a great guy. He's been through a lot of shit, but he sounds like a great guy. And, yeah. So, I don't really have much more to say about this. Do you have any final thoughts? Before?
No, I like it. Probably it's not as much as you do, to be honest, because I wish I could have just delved more into that weird fucking...
You wish the cinematography would...
I wish, like, you know, I just wish... I don't know what I was wishing for. This is gonna sound like a pun. I wish most of it wasn't being played straight. Like straight. Look, I wish it was kind of abstract.
Okay.
I wish it was more...
out there.
Yeah, like,
I understand what you're talking about.
I don't know, like, dude, it's fucking Elton John. Like, I would expect this fucking, like, I don't know what I would have expected much different. Because I can't really compare it to any other big musicals.
Okay.
That, like, it's not even a musical. It's strictly like a... I'm trying to think of, like, big specters and such like that. I can't think of anything that comes to mind. And the examples are probably really bad examples.
Like what?
No, it doesn't even compare. I can't even name off the examples because it doesn't even compare. I don't even want to quote anything that's not going to compare to this.
Okay.
But I've seen like, you know, weird abstract movies that take a lot more advantage of the visuals than this does. Like, in a storytelling perspective, you're telling somebody's life. I've seen probably more interesting biographies, but, you know. I
think this is probably one of the more interesting ones I've seen as well. Like...
yeah, but it's a very fictionalized version of it.
Yeah, but I like how they went with it, though. I thought they did a great job. Okay, so... any more thoughts before we give our ratings? Because I want you to go... I want to go first. Do you want to...
Go ahead, go first.
To me, I would probably give this a 9 out of 10, honestly. Like, I thought it was pretty great. Like, this is one of those movies that I would definitely recommend somebody. If they're interested in, like, Elton John's life, or if they're interested in, like, the music side of things. Even if you want to just see the awesome cinematography and just listen to his fucking music, fucking do it, man. Like... I would definitely recommend this to people. Now I see why so many people on fucking TikTok like this guy. So, I'm honestly impressed. But yeah, I stand by it. I give it a 9 out of 10. Mm-hmm. What about you?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Would you recommend it to somebody?
Well, yeah, if you like Elton John, if you like good music, if you like good things, okay. I guess.
All right. Well, it's a bit of a shorter podcast, but this is kind of the first time we've done a format like this, so we might end up refining it in the future. But I really do hope you guys enjoy this, and thank you for watching. And be on the lookout for some more podcasts coming in the near future. And I'm Mari.
And I'm Jay.
And we're out.